Welcome to OptionTiger.com, the home of cutting-edge options trading education and high-performance strategies. My name is Swaminathan and I'm the founder of OptionTiger.com. I've been an options trader for over 7 years now. I have a bachelor's degree in engineering from India and an MBA from Columbia Business School in New York City. A quick overview on Option Tiger. Option Tiger is the home of top-notch options education and trading strategies. The core education product is a set of 47 courses that takes anyone from a beginner level to the most advanced. The OptionEDGE trading system, also known as the Holy Grail, is a high-end, sophisticated combination of strategies that can pretty much guarantee a 5 to 10% return per month, if not more, in any market condition. This strategy is currently used by many customers who are all experiencing these returns on a monthly basis. We also have a Trading Ideas monthly subscription service. The Income Max monthly strategies are the newest product that are set to launch on November 1, 2013. Before we get to the details of the Income Max trading strategies, let's first acknowledge that options trading can be challenging. Even advanced traders have a consistency issue, i.e., a consistency in performance. Now, there are various reasons for this, including the options market structure itself, as well as the role of market makers and their edge in the market. The bottom line is, we traders need an edge of our own to succeed in the market. In the options world, we have the benefit of a number of great strategies. We have credit spreads, calendars, butterflies, iron condors, and many more. And there's no doubt that for a given situation in a particular stock, there may be one or two strategies that are best suited for that situation. However, as you may have experienced, constantly fishing for stocks to trade and trying to find the right strategy for a particular situation and then making the right adjustments at the right time can be a time-consuming as well as a challenging proposition. The ideal scenario is to master a certain set of strategies and perfect them to a point that you know exactly what to do when things go our way or if things don't go our way. This kind of narrow focus allows us to hone our skills very precisely, and we are able to take actions almost in a robotic manner. We can then rinse and repeat this formula on a monthly basis for consistent performance. While fishing for stocks and trades can be an interesting and a fun experience, it's not really the smartest or the most successful way to trade the markets. The keys to success is consistently applying a formula and its associated tactics and repeat it trade after trade. So the Income Max strategies does exactly that. They are designed so that you can completely avoid the experimentation of different trading strategies. You cut through all the noise and simply focus on the stuff that can make money on a consistent basis month after month. Okay, so let's delve into the details of the Income Max systems. There are two Income Max strategies in this package: the Income Max spread system and the Income Max straddle system. The spread system uses both debit as well as credit spreads, and the straddle system uses straddles and strangles. Both systems contain some very key intellectual property components that make it highly effective and powerful to generate monthly income. The target monthly income for both strategies is 5 to 10% per month, although you'll see that the system performs better than that as well. However, the minimum bar is set at 5 to 10% per month. You'll hear that even professional fund managers cannot make those kinds of returns, and that's true. The law of large numbers do not work for them. The larger the fund, the harder it is to make high returns. When you have a $100 million fund or a $1 billion fund, it becomes a monumental task to make 5 to 10% a month on those amounts without taking excessive risk. But for us retail traders with account sizes of 5,000 to 500,000, it is absolutely possible to make these returns. Just ask the Holy Grail customers who are enjoying these returns on a monthly basis for several months now. And this is the greatest part of the income max strategies. These strategies work very well for both large as well as small account sizes, and I'll be touching upon this aspect later. The systems also come with complete risk management techniques, tactics, and all the adjustments that go with them. Let's now take a look at the trade parameters we'll be dealing with in these strategies. The trade cycle is a monthly cycle, but we may have 2 or 3 legs of the trade in one monthly cycle itself. Each of these legs are designed to capture a certain amount of return, say 3 to 4% each time. Combined, it's designed to capture 10% or more on a good month. We use weeklies, shorties, monthlies, and quarterly options in these trades. The straddle system is obviously non-directional, and the spread system is direction independent, in the sense that you could take a position that's bearish or bullish depending upon your outlook, but you don't have to be correct in deciding this direction. There are no naked shorts in these strategies, and in fact they use minimal margins. The trades can be constructed to be flash crash resistant, and what we mean by that is that the losses will be minimal or none at all in a flash crash situation. And there are multiple levels of risk management possible. In terms of trade management, you should review the trades at least once a day, but adjustments may only be once a week. Now let's talk about account sizes, contracts, commissions, etc. If you have a large account, any strategy will work for you. And the income max strategies, not surprisingly, will work for large accounts, $50,000 or $100,000 or more. But the beauty of these strategies is that they work fantastic for small accounts. If you have a $10,000 account, these strategies can be very effective in building your $10,000 account to $20,000 or $25,000 in a matter of a few months. The ability to build the account through compounding is very powerful, and the income max strategies are ideally suited for this because compounding is an important component of the income max strategies. Additionally, the income max spread system has a variation that's fantastic for even smaller accounts of say $5,000. The number of contracts traded are also low. For a $10,000 account, you would trade a 10 by 10 spread for the most part. Margins are controlled, so your adjustments won't require any additional margin than what is allocated for the base trade. Let's talk about the risk factors in the income max strategies. The design of these strategies incorporates a very key element, controlling risk. Additionally, usage of limit, stop, and conditional orders form part of the tactics that are part of the risk management techniques. The hedging techniques are also very simple, and all the 4 live trades shown in this strategy course includes these risk management tactics. So for those of you who already know something about the option edge, also known as the Holy Grail system, you're probably wondering how this is different from the Holy Grail system. The Holy Grail is a much more sophisticated system and uses a combination of several strategies to create a highly defensible moat around your monthly returns. With the Holy Grail, it's very realistic to say that a 5 to 10% return per month is pretty much a given if you follow the principles. And you've probably noticed that actual returns are even more than that on many good months. With income max, there is room for certain legs of the trade to falter. On certain legs of the trade, you may take a scratch trade, meaning there's no profits on that particular leg. But you can definitely make sure you don't have any losses using the risk management principles that are included as part of the course. And also bear in mind A monthly trading cycle can have 2 or 3 legs to it. So even if you have a scratch trade on one leg, it's possible to make a decent return on the other legs. So I'll summarize the comparison of the income max strategies with the option edge or the Holy Grail system. The Holy Grail is like a Ferrari, whereas the income max strategies are like a BMW and a Mercedes Benz. They are all luxury cars, but one is certainly a level up. Other than the sophistication involved in the Holy Grail is also more suited to slightly larger accounts of at least $25,000 or more. Although you can do the Holy Grail with less than $25,000, it's not ideal. Whereas the income max strategies, although they work excellently for large accounts, are actually perfect for account sizes less than 25K. Smaller accounts don't generally enjoy this kind of flexibility, but in the case of the income max strategies, they are perfect to build a $5,000 or a $10,000 account to much larger sizes using the power of regular compounding, and this is probably the greatest aspect of the income max strategies. If you're already a Holy Grail customer, you know you can allocate a very large amount to the Holy Grail strategy. With the income max strategies, you can now diversify a bit more and have 3 strategies with very similar characteristics in your arsenal. If you're not a Holy Grail customer yet, you can start with the income max strategies and see how powerful these can be. And at a suitable time, you can upgrade to the Ferrari. Finally, let's talk about what you get with the income max strategies. You get the complete course videos, how to select which stocks and what are the volatility considerations for each of the strategies. And bear in mind that these will be very different for each of these strategies. You'll see 4 live trades combined with over 8 legs of the trade. On each leg, you'll see how to create an income of 3 to 4%. You get all the analysis and the adjustment considerations for each of these strategies. The 2 trades performed at 17% and 10% in a monthly trading cycle in these courses. Now, this is obviously a very good month, but you should aim for about 7 to 12% as a very achievable target on a monthly basis, and also acknowledge that on a leg or 2, you may not make this kind of profit. But this is fine as long as your account size is moving from the bottom left of a graph to the top right of the graph. And this is exactly how you want to grow your portfolio. A small blip here and there in the graph should not change the fact that the graph is going from the bottom left to the top right. And this is precisely what the income max strategies will allow you to achieve. It's okay to make a slightly lesser return as long as you're managing your risks in the proper way. And finally, as with any other Option Tiger product, you get lifetime support with these products. If you have any questions at any time, you can simply email me. Thank you for watching this presentation, and if you have any questions, please email me at info@optiontiger.com. This is Hari Swaminathan signing off, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.